Jack is literally red in the face.
Yeah, Jack, you go first because I need to hear you explode and want to make sure that you don't like have a heart attack before we get to you.
I came into this game thinking, last week really sucked. The Falcons game, our defense was completely just destroyed. And I knew that our defense was bad already. I knew that we were having problems, but I chopped up by a practice squad running back because we didn't have our defensive tackles in. The guys just didn't know what they were doing. Obviously, Anthony Walker just got hurt. So it really sucks, and we're going to need to, figure it out. And I thought this would be a week where you have Myles Garrett back and Jadeveon Clowney. You're going to be able to get more pressure, get guys in the backfield, and you're going to be able to, shore up that defensive line. The things I saw on that field on Sunday should be considered. I should be getting a compensation from the Cleveland Browns because that is torture. The things I saw, I had to see Austin Eckler hitting open gaps all game, running for 70 yards on the first play of the second quarter, just gashing us for nothing. Josh Kelly looked like he was Nick Chubb out there, the way he was hitting those gaps. And I mean,
Josh Kelly.
And I mean, look, you can say that, oh, well, we had opportunities to win this game. It's hard to say we had opportunities to win this game when it just looked like they weren't even trying. I mean, they just had to hand the ball off to Austin Eckler, and Barry Sanders came back to life. Not came back to life, just put on a Chargers jersey, jumped back into the past, and all of a sudden he's running through us like, I mean, what is going on? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Their entire offense was Eckler and Mike Williams.
You know what? Really sucked?
That's who you got beat by.
Yeah. You know what really sucked about this whole day? It made me realize something. There are teams that when you face them, you feel confident because, maybe your offense isn't really doing too well. Maybe you're trying to figure too much stuff out. You're trying to get people involved, and you're trying to figure out how exactly your offense system is supposed to work. And those are called get-right teams. They're teams that you can beat up on. The Browns defense is becoming a team that if your team is having trouble on offense, just send them over to Cleveland Browns Stadium and just they'll figure it out. I mean, the Chargers had how many rushing yards before this game? Like 230? And then how many did they have in this game? Like 230. I mean, it does not make sense that we get guys back and then we get worse. And look, I know that people are going to be like, oh, it's not all Joe Woods' fault. Sometimes the people on the field have to take responsibility. And I agree, they do. But Joe Woods has been here for 3 years, and we're still having the same issues we've been having since year one. So when is Joe Woods going to instill the discipline necessary to make guys play better? Put in the scheme to make guys play better. Like, when are we going to see the Joe Woods defensive scheme work? Because it hasn't for 3 years, outside of some rogue cases. Like, that game was disgusting. I almost left after Jacoby threw the pick in the end zone, but I ended up staying, and that was almost more painful. But we should be 5-0. We should be 5-0, and the fact that we aren't makes this it's so hard to follow the team when there's so many missed opportunities. I mean, all of our losses combined is 6 points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It sucks.
Josh is onto something though. Segment called Jack Attacks.
I mean, hey man, every week that I get to come on here and talk about Joe Woods is a good week for me because I need to get some of that stress out, man.
All right, Zach, what were your thoughts? I have a long list, so
dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I'm just at the point where I just want you to read off the list because, dude, this defense is just so.
I got one you'll be able to hit off first. So I'm gonna share a picture here, and to me, this is about what Denzel Ward's done all year is just look himself in the mirror and just think he's the best cornerback in the world. Like, Denzel Ward, where has he been all season? And don't give me he had a pick against Atlanta. Fantastic. Absolutely awesome. Like, how in the world are you getting paid this much money to suck? Like, you're a 42.3, dude. And you're just, and I get Mike Williams is huge. He's a physical specimen. But, man, Denzel Ward can't cover anybody. He can't. I don't know what's happened to Denzel Ward. I really don't.
I don't know. I just think I don't know, dude. Is it the scheme? Like, are we gonna like blame it on Joe Woods there too? Like, it just seems like an
Man on man
effort.
coverage. You can't stop anybody.
It just seems like a effort thing right now. I don't know if he doesn't like Joe Woods, if he's fighting with someone on the defense, like was rumored earlier on in the season that, I think it was on 92 Through the Fan that someone rumored it or something, but I don't know. Dude, it's just like an effort level thing with Denzel.
It's getting to the point, like, you're an NFL player. I mean, okay, you might not like somebody. Big whoop-de-doo. You're paid $100 million. You're getting $100 million, dude. I don't care if you're pissed off and don't like somebody, okay? We've all worked with people in our lives that we don't like, okay? We get paid to do a job. That's it. You don't have to be friends. All you have to do is do your job. And right now, Denzel Ward isn't remotely doing that. And again, I never want anybody to be injured, but he's in concussion protocol. Quite frankly, if he misses this game, I wonder if we look better on defense. I'm serious. Like, because it can't look any worse.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah. Look, there are a couple of coverages during this game that I can give him like a pass on. Like some of the, like Mike Williams is huge, so being able to beat him one-on-one, like that 150-50 ball over the middle, I could give him some props on that. Mm-hmm. But it's just more so the fact that like it just doesn't seem like he knows his assignment. He doesn't know where he's supposed to be. There was a play, I think it was like the 3rd and 14, 3rd and 12, where, I mean, Mike Williams just walks into a zone, stands there, gets the ball, falls down, and then I just see every single person in the vicinity go like this. Like they just didn't know what the scheme was. Denzel didn't know who his guy was. Like it was it wasn't a good look for this defense. And
that's what I'm saying though. Like it's misblown coverages is what it is.
And it's not just once or twice. It is very often that they just cannot cover anybody whatsoever, regardless if they're in man or zone. And really the only time this defense gets a stop is when the offense just can't convert. When the opposing offense can't convert is when we get a stop. It's not because we're sacking the quarterback. It's not because we're forcing the turnover. It's because that opposing offense just didn't convert to get a first down. It's the only reason. We're not stopping anybody right now.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. It's been very hard to watch, dude. It really has. And like,
what's embarrassing, Zach, real quick? The fact, and I get it. I get these defensive tackles are young. Dude, how are you getting blown off 5 yards off the ball? Jacob Phillips just runs the wrong way. Like, what are we doing? Like, did LSU not teach linebackers to do anything to pursue the ball? Or they just teach them to run away? I have never seen more horrific linebacker play than Jacob Phillips. Like, I know coming into the draft, he was not a highly rated prospect. He wasn't. And the fact we took him kind of surprised some people. They said he had a good motor, so on and so forth. But Jacob Phillips, I get he's had a lot of injuries. This dude shouldn't even be on a football field. And the only reason he is because Anthony Walker's hurt. Because Jacob Phillips shouldn't be anywhere. Jacob Phillips should be on the practice squad.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Jacob Phillips. No. It's right because AB making that trade tells you everything you need to know about Jacob Phillips.
Oh, yeah.
For Jones. AB making that trade tells you everything you need to know about Jacob Phillips, about where AB definitely sees the weakest point on defense. He made the 2 moves this week. And it's about damn time for a defensive tackle. Even just a big body 1 tech like we did. Like, it's about damn time, dude. And I think Jay okay with Jones. If Jones can, obviously he has to pick up this defense now too, and we'll see how that goes. But he's even already said, like, he'll wear the green dot on defense because he's done it before. Like, I like the attitude he came in with. I'm pumped about, the rest of the season here with him. But Tyler, is he a free agent after this season? Jones?
No, he's under contract for 1 more year.
Oh, and that's a great trade. I'll take it because Walker's a free agent. So if you want to let Walker walk, you just found his replacement. Like, seriously.